That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DeMarcus Ware. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Officially a 1:54 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They failed one. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Lucky 56. Good.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation. That didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Jackson now. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Young on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. John Randall with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the gun, Steve Young. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
1st and 10, Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. Now loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's the...
Your girl has been calling for days. I get the know that for ways.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. They will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. Back to the air, Marino after the pick six. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Marino here from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr.
Right,
Davis.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Marino. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to rifle one, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Randy Moss, 32 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Marino now off the bootleg. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And now here is another interception. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go get another one. Come on. Run it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, When a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, now it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mean Joe Green forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the track. After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Wilson. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there on third down. 53 yards. On first down, Wilson. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Anderson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They go play action with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And the Ravens taking the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now we'll give running left. It's Bettis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take...
garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date her. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Jackson on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.